Echinopsis subdenudata, a very early morning fragrant treat. I always look forward to coming out here very early in my yard because of these night bloomers such as this Echinopsis subdenudata. So this is the first among many more buds forming on this cactus. It smells so good and the bees definitely love it. This is going to be amazing. Maybe tomorrow. Whoa! This is Trichocereus Flying Saucer. Hello everyone, my name is Anna and welcome to Cactus Caffeine and welcome to my blooming yard. It is once again a blooming day here in my backyard and it is an Echinopsis and Trichocereus blooming day. Oh, though I have some mammillarias that are still in bloom. Last few flowers maybe for the season because they've been blooming for 2 months now. And then this one is a Parodia microsperma. I have the name in here. Let's check if I'm correct. Yes, Parodia microsperma. Someone made a comment on my previous video. He or she was amazed at how I can remember the names of the flowers, but actually I cheat, guys. I have the names written on the pots themselves, so that's how I label my cacti. I don't use the the white labels that you stick in the soil because they don't last for me in our weather here in the desert, and most of the time the wind blows them away and I lose the labels. So that's what I do. I write the names on the pots. Going back to this cactus, this is Parodia microsperma. This was the cactus that was given to me by Emaii of the Succulent Greenhouse. Very reliable bloomer. And then, like I said, I have a few more mammillarias going on their second month of flowering now. So these are the last few flowers maybe for the season. But then again, the Echinopsis are at the peak of their blooming. This is an Echinopsis or Echinobevia rainbow burst. See, I have a lot of Echinobevia rainbow burst, and this is one of them. This one though is interesting because this changes color. When it opened, it would be orange like what you see right now, but as the day goes by, like late in the afternoon or maybe even the following day, this turns into red. So later on this would probably turn into red, and sometimes it even turns into yellow. So the color of the flower changes all throughout the day. And then this is an Echinopsis Westner, first time blooming for me. Very beautiful. It has two colors, pink and like yellow orange. And what I like about this flower is it's got ruffled petals. So for this Echinopsis, see the petals, they're ruffled on the edges. Very beautiful. So Westner, let me see, that is the name. So this one is a recent acquisition from Brent Wigan of California. And then this is another Echinopsis rainbow burst. My gosh, this has been blooming. I think this is the third time you will see this flower in my video. This is the mother plant, and I planted the offsets, and that's what you've been seeing in my previous video, the flowers from the offsets and some from this plant as well. See, I have some that are already wilted, done blooming. So see, this is a very reliable rebloomer. This is another Echinobevia rainbow burst. And that is the Westner on its side. So the Westner, it's more like trumpet. The petals don't open fully flat like this one. But what I like about this Westner is the petals are ruffled on the edges. Okay, and then another Lobevia. This has no name. I got this from a big box store a few years ago. It suffered from root loss last year, so it did not flower, or maybe if it did, it only gave me maybe 1 or 2 blooms. But I'm happy that it made a recovery and it's now forming more buds. So this is a pretty Lobevia, bicolored. And then this is another Echinopsis leucomalia cob. This has yet to fully open its flower. The reason why this is late in opening its flower is because I did not notice that it had flowers. Once again, I tucked it in a corner right there, pretty shady, because this has been blooming for a month now. Again, very reliable rebloomer. As you can see, I have fruits forming already. And this is my tag because I pollinated the flower. So this is to remind me where the pollen came from. It says from the rainbow giant, or from the Trichocereus rainbow giant. So I got the pollen from my Trichocereus and pollinated this flower. So it has been reblooming for a month now. Very beautiful. Alright, so these are just teasers, guys. This is just the appetizer, and I am off to show you the main or the highlight of this video. Let's go over to my garden. Here is the highlight of this video, my Trichocereus Flying Saucer. It finally opened. The flowers finally bloomed. I waited for more than 2 months for these buds to open up. It took more than 2 months before they finally bloomed because we had a rather long winter feel here in Vegas. March and April were still very cold, so the buds, although they started popping up early in March, it took a long time before they finally opened. So this is one of my most favorite among my flowering cacti. Just take a look at how huge those flowers are. I measured it. It is 7 inches in diameter. They couldn't fully open because they're right sitting one on top of each other. This is the biggest one that I could measure. 7 inches across. Wow, Trichocereus Flying Saucer. There is actually a lot more buds. See there? They formed all at the same time, but the development, these ones are taking longer. So I will have a second flush of this Trichocereus Flying Saucer. But I am afraid that I won't be able to see the second flush because, like I told you guys in my previous video, I am going for a trip. So I will be out for more than a month. So I will not see the second flush of flowers, but I'm still happy that I was able to capture this first flush. Trichocereus Flying Saucer. It is so beautiful. If you can find one of these. This one, I got this from Brent Wigand. Go ahead and get one for yourself. It will never cease to amaze you. I also have another Trichocereus grandiflorus here, white flower, so pretty, but somehow next to the flying saucer, it looks so small. Here is the flying saucer again, one more time. I was so busy filming from the top rack, I didn't even notice there's one Parodia autonis here that is also blooming. Okay, so this is it for my video for today, my lovely blooming cacti. And like I said, I will be away for more than a month, guys, so I might not be able to post or answer your questions regularly. I'll be spending more than a month in the Philippines visiting my family. Haven't seen them for a while. It's been years, guys. It's been before COVID since I last saw them. So I am so excited. Alright, if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Follow me in Facebook and in Instagram. And I'll talk to you again next time. Bye, everyone. And cheers.